Hey everybody, Chris Bond21 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. This is episode 19. On the last episode, we were cruising around out in space when we got ambushed by Captain Hook's pirate ship, which took us prisoner. And we then learned that Riku's on board with Kairi, and Kairi is kinda heartless right now, so she's in a weird coma-like state with her eyes open. It's weird, it's creepy, it's very disturbing. Anyway, Riku seems to be totally embracing his dark side abilities. He summoned a Shadow Sora, who we had to deal with real fast at the end of the last episode, and now we're getting ready to head up to the upper deck and take on Captain Hook and Riku and stop them from going wherever it is they're going. But first we gotta jump down here and save Wendy, who was left behind.
Wendy! Come on, Tink! Not now! Well, this is as far as I can go. I gotta help Wendy.
Yeah, so Peter's gonna leave the party real fast. We're gonna open up this chest real quick, jump on the save point, get protected chain. That's actually pretty helpful for defense. Don't think I can jump back up there. Nope, too short. So yeah, if you want to go back up to the hold, which is where we need to go because we got to get back on deck, basically got to go around in a circle. I'll just fight these guys off real quick on my way over. Yeah, so like I said, I know I died in the last episode too, but that wasn't really that was again another me mistake. See, the Ursula fight where that made me struggle, that was a game issue where it's very difficult for no real good reason other than it just being difficult. The time I died in Oogie's Manor with the kids, that was my fault, and Shadow Sora, totally my fault. I'm going to blame it on me. So we're going to head back up to Hook's office. Now Heartless will spawn here while we're heading up here each time. I like the pirate. I really do like the pirate Heartless. They're kind of cool. Don't see them that much because it's really only just this one level they show up, and anywhere else they don't exist. In Olympus Coliseum, yeah, obviously because of the tournaments, but you don't see them anywhere else, which kind of sucks. They're a nice design, and they're and I fell down the ladder. Oh, here's a little tip. I never really mentioned this, but if you want to prevent Sora from falling out of things or moving to the next section, if you lock onto an enemy, which I obviously don't have now, you can't leave the room. So you would just sort of run up against the wall like this, and you wouldn't be able to leave. So we're going to head up to the top deck, see what's going on.
Quite a codfish, that Riku, running off with that girl without even saying goodbye.
Run off where? Tell me, where did he go?
To the ruins of Hollow Bastion, where Maleficent resides. But you won't be going there. Unless you intend to leave your little pixie friend behind. Hand over the Keyblade and I'll spare your lives. Be glad I'm merciful, unlike the Heartless. So, which will it be? The Keyblade or the plank? It's him, the crocodile that took me hand. Oh, Speed, he's after me other hand. I can't stay here. Go away. Oh, I can't stand the sight of him! Me! You take care of them!
Fly, Sora! Just believe, and you can do it!
Thanks, Peter.
Hey, don't mention it. You didn't think I'd leave you and Tink behind, did you?
So yeah, we just got access to the new healing spell Cura, thank God, because it's getting kind of annoying there. I'm going to switch out Goofy for Peter, and now we have a new mechanic to deal with, which isn't as bad as the one that was in Atlantica. So now in Neverland, Sora and his friends can fly, so while you jump, you can press square or O to fly, and square to rise and descend. So much like the controls in Atlantica, it's similar. You're all going down. So yeah, much like the controls that were in Atlantica, square and circle for rising and dodging. But the cool thing about this is that you can still fight on land for the most part. So if you want, you can stay on the ground. If you want to go in the air, you can. So it's up to you to make that choice, where it's not like Atlantica's thing where you were kind of screwed into using those two buttons. And the reason why they gave you that ability is because now you're going to be fighting these shadow guys, well, not the shadow guys, but these soldier heartless that air soldiers, and they fly out over the edge of the ship. So to get them, you need to fly out. So this is why we have the fly ability now. So it's basically a tutorial in showing you how to handle the controls, which again is kind of a smart thing to do because we did just get this move, and so trying to figure it out would be rather helpful. So there's a couple of heartless we got to fight. Eventually a big ship will come up. Yep, that would be said ship. Thank you, ship, for arriving just in the nick of time. And we just have to defeat that, and then we will be able to move on with the rest of the fight. So this fight actually is only a one-part fight, despite another boss fight here coming up. It's only a one-stage fight. Also, this was great that Donald or Peter froze the ship, because she should be able to die. I like the stop spell when it works, because it'll freeze the enemy, and then you can just sort of wail on it, and then it explodes afterwards.
Is that you, Smee? Did you finish them off?
Aye, Captain. They walked the plank, every last one of them.
Peter Pan, lost you!
Ready to make a splash, you codfish? Now it's your turn to walk the plank.
So as I'm sitting here crying to myself that there are no Captain Hook dialogue lines that I can read. Sora, don't hump the pole. We're in the middle of a boss fight here. Right, I just realized that in Chain of Memories, there will be, because there is no voice acting in Chain of Memories in the Disney World. So I will be able to do my vocal impressions if I do Chain of Memories. So I might just do it just to do the Captain Hook line. So there's a couple of ways to defeat Captain Hook that are easy and hard. See, you'll notice he's kind of off balance when you hit him. If you hit him enough, you can have him do that spin move and have him spin off the deck. And because he's so petrified of the crocodile eating his hand, and I'm gonna move real fast because he's gonna kill me, he'll fly up into the air. And I don't know if I'll get him to do it, because sometimes I get him, sometimes I can't. It really depends on how I'm doing. Okay, wait. Aerial real fast. Thank God I left some of that stuff on. I would kick the crap. Yes, he's gonna fall. See, he'll fall over. He actually did it himself. He'll fall over and then run over here, and then you can get a few good hits. And I'm amazed the stop spell. Okay, wait. I really should have paused that there. I just have to pause a second, because did everyone see his face when he was stopped there? Also, love Donald's face there. You know, sometimes I should just, you know what? I think this is going to be the thumbnail. I know I've been going with a lot of legitimate pictures. That's the episode thumbnail. I'll cut out the the health bars and stuff, but I'm going to leave that. All right, continue the fight. I could fight the ship, but it's just going to respawn, so I don't think it's a good idea. So yeah, he'll do it himself sometimes. You just gotta move around from him. The flying mechanic definitely helps in this fight a lot. And Aereo, you definitely want to put Aereo on. Aereo is kind of like a must-do at this point for the end game. Just helpful. I'm going to quickly use my last ether. That did work. So yeah, he'll jump and try to grab you, and if you try to... I'm probably too far away from him. Yep, I got him. I just love that. I didn't know that stop worked on him. I honestly didn't think stop. I never even tried stop on the bosses, because I figured it's one of those things like where, yeah, you can use Doom and Death in Final Fantasy games, but yet they never work on boss fights because it's a boss, and it's like, why would they be susceptible to something like Death or Doom or stop? Like, I mean, why do this? So yeah, he's gonna do that crazy move near the end of his life. Should be able to do this. He's gonna jump. This is how you kind of can win easy, if you just have him keep jumping off the ship, and then when he goes to fall, just take a couple of hits on him, and I think 2 more hits ought to do it for him, and that should be the end. I just want him to finish that combo there real fast. I would be really, really sad if I died right now, because he's got 1 hit left. Boom! There we go. Got my defense up. Great. And Ripple Drive, which is another new move to Final Mix. That was a fun fight. Thumbnail totally is going to be that.
Oh, Kyrie couldn't wake up, so maybe she's really lost her.
Sora,
I still can't believe it. I really flew. Wait till I tell Kyrie. I wonder if she'll believe me. Probably not.
you can bring her to Neverland sometime. Then she can try it herself.
If you believe, you can do anything, right? I'll find Kyrie. I know I will. There's so much I want to tell her about flying, the pirates, and everything else that's happened.
What's that, Tink? What about the clock tower? You say there's something there.
So real quick before we do anything else, I just want to say the music here is beautifully done. Love it. You'll find her, Sora. Just don't give up. So I think there's a couple of things. I think there's one thing to grab here chest-wise. You probably want to do as much as you can here in the clock tower, which is gain the chest. It's really just that, but it's really nothing else to really do. Because you won't be able to come back here if you go to the next world and complete it, because something will be here preventing you from flying around and just sort of chilling. So if you'll notice, the game didn't really tell you what to do here. But you'll take a look and notice that one of the clocks isn't at midnight, but the rest of them are. So obviously there's something wrong with this side of the clock. So you have to hit this thing 3 times to get it to be midnight. And that's it. I don't know why they put this little extra bit in here, but this is where the keyhole is apparently. So you had to come back here just for that one little itty bitty thing. And finally, a long last continuation of this scene. Hey, Sora. I like how they back it up a little bit, so just in case you didn't remember what it was. When we grow up, let's get off this island. We'll go on real adventures, not this kid stuff. Sure, but isn't there anything fun to do now? Hey, do you know about the new girl at the mayor's house? She arrived the night of the meteor shower. Ooh. Interesting. So it looks like that door wasn't just a door. Looks like that was the Destiny Island keyhole. Wonder why he saw that.
It was reckless to bring her here without at least using a vessel. Remember, relying too heavily on the dark powers could cost you your heart. A castaway. Though his world perished, his heart did not. When we took the princess from his castle, he apparently followed her here through sheer force of will. But fear not. No harm will come to you. He is no match for your power.
My power?
Yes, the untapped power that lies within you. Now, child, it's time you awakened that power and realized your full potential.
Peter, are you really going back to Neverland?
Afraid so. But we can see each other anytime. As long as you don't forget about Neverland, that is. Oh boy, she's getting steamed again. Do me a favor? Look after her for me, will ya?
What?
So we learned to summon Tinkerbell. And Tinkerbell is the reason why, and we got Fairy's Harp, which is a really nice keyword that I'm going to equip again. And we learned to share ability Glide, which I don't think I'm going to be able to show off right now. I think even if, yeah, because it'll automatically take me to fly mode even if I had it equipped. But I will equip it so I don't forget. So Fairy's Heart brings it up again with the strength, so you definitely want to put that on. I'm going to go to abilities. Sora learned, actually another move that I didn't specify afterwards. We learned Ripple Drive and RS Arkham. That's a really cool move, but we need a lot of AP for it. And we'll probably not put these on for quite some time because, yeah, we only have 1 point and not enough to really go around. Donald still can't learn Leaf Placer. Not Peter. Goofy is good. And I'm just gonna add, oh, that's why I went to abilities, because I wanted to equip the share ability of Glide, so we're good to go for the next episode. So that'll about do it for Neverland. As you can see, Riku's fully embracing the dark side to an even more worse extent than we thought previously. So that'll about do it for Neverland. Neverland's a pretty short world overall. I'm gonna try to find the save point. There it is, and then we'll get out of here. It's short. It really doesn't show up in any of the sequels. It's in Chain of Memories as well, a memory, so it doesn't really count. There's a cameo from Peter in Kingdom Hearts 2, and then after that, it's only in the games that took place before this game was happening. So it's we haven't seen anything from Neverland post this game, really, post timeline. So nothing future way of where we're at, and probably for the best. Peter Pan is kind of an old movie. Not a lot of people have seen it. There's only so much you can really get with it. They did show us Neverland in Days, like I said, and Birth by Sleep had more of the island. That was probably the best rendition, was probably Birth by Sleep's thing. Would be nice if they did it again. Maybe it'll show up in a future game. I don't know. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe. I mean, there's still a few worlds we don't know about. But overall, that's going to do it for this episode, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.